First impressions count. Do they? Do they really? Welcome to JTInTheRaw, show 116, where I chew the thin on business. And today I am talking all about first impressions. Why? Because this week I bounced between gyms, I bounced between hotels, and I have bounced between restaurants. So I have a really big experience in a week here in the US around first impressions and the impact that it has on the business. One of the impressions is that I just had dud reception here. Who would have thought you'd have dud reception in the US, but I do. So I'm sitting out the front of the Line DC Hotel here in Washington, DC, and it is an awesome hotel, absolutely incredible. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Maddie. Sean Lestrange, good morning up there in Swansea. Bit wet up there camping, is it, mate? Was, good morning. How are you? So yeah, I'm here in DC actually for the MotionSoft Tech Summit. It's a really interesting, eclectic group of people. We've got a whole lot of geeks here. I'm getting my geek on, that's for sure. And it's not what I expected. It's far better than what I expected. As we have people from outside the industry. Morning, Jackie. How are you? Good to have you. Andrew, how are you too, sir? Having people from outside the fitness industry come in and tell us about technology and how technology can in fact help our businesses. Really, I guess, thinking, well, you know I like it, thinking and doing different in our businesses through tech. Now, before we got here, I spent a couple of days in New York, and what did I do? 3, 6, I think I've been to 7, maybe 8 different gyms, studios to train in, and had a look at a couple of different facilities. And one of the most interesting aspects for me is that when you walk straight into these gyms, when you're walking straight into the hotels, when you walk into restaurants, and even some of the retail shops, it's how you are greeted. It's how you are greeted. And can I tell you, Matthew Wright, hello, how are you? Yes, I am handsome, thank you, Matthew. And it's how you are greeted has a massive impact on the experience that comes forward after that initial meeting. And I think sometimes in business, regardless of what business we're in, we actually take for granted that first impression. If you agree with me there, give me a love heart. Give me a love heart. Tell me, do you agree that we actually take for granted the impact that first impressions can make? Good morning, Mark Luxon, your first JTInTheRaw. See if you can last the whole show. Good morning, Summer. Great to have you on. Maddie Fletcher, can see you sneaking around there, and Kelly, see you there too. So give me a love heart right now. If you think when somebody comes into your business, regardless of whatever business you're in, that first impression counts and will have an impact for the rest of that person's experience in the business. Let me tell you about the first gym that I went to in New York City. The person behind the front desk didn't stand up. They just stayed sitting down. They struggled with eye contact, and there was not a smile to be known. You'd think if you exercised, you'd think if you worked in a gym, you'd have a little bit of a smile on your face. No. Now, what was even more interesting is that he wasn't in uniform. In fact, out of the 7 fitness boutiques that I've been to, there are only 2 where the people on the front desk have been in uniform. This morning I went to Soul Cycle, and there were 3 girls behind the front desk in their bright yellow shirts with smiles from ear to ear. Oh, sorry. No, I've just been told I'm talking too loudly. I'm disturbing people. They had these great big smiles on their face. And you walked in and it felt warm, it felt comfortable, it felt homely. This hotel here is an amazing hotel. It's beautiful, and the staff are incredible. The service that they deliver is amazing. When you walk in and you check in, normally you get your card handed to you over the top of the desk. At this location, people come out from behind the desk and they hand you your card. Beautiful touch, really beautiful touch. When you're not sure where to find anything in the hotel, what they do is that they walk you there. Beautiful touch. The service is incredible. Only problem is there's no uniform, so I can't even work out who works here and who's just hanging out here. It looks like a giant shared workspace. There's so many people on laptops in the foyer area. I've got no idea who works there and who doesn't. So that's the weakness. I believe your brand is important, and so people should be wearing a uniform, wearing your brand, and then living your brand at that first impression. I heard this a great description from Zingerman's, which is a delicatessen. Would you believe it's a delicatessen here in the US? And it is the 10-4 rule, which I think is today, because of course they do it back to front over here in the US. It's October and it's the 4th, so it's 10/4. And it's their 10-4 rule, and it's this: from 10 feet away, I smile at you. From 4 feet away, I greet you with your name or at least a hello. How cool is that as a philosophy, as a service first impression service philosophy for a business? 10-4. From 10 feet away, I eye contact and smile. From 4 feet away, what I then do is I talk to you and greet you with your name. If you like that idea, give me a love heart right now. The 10-4 concept. Could you do that in your business? Absolutely. Well, you might not if its front door's not 10 feet away. But you get the idea. You get the idea. So what I'm saying is, while I've been here, I have seen and experienced some amazing service and some shoddy service. I better not say shitty, because people don't like cussing over here in the US. But what I find fascinating is that I don't see it improving. I see when you go to a restaurant, the waiter or the waitress, their service is outstanding because they want tips. My question is, what if the person on the front desk of a studio or of a health club or of a real estate agent or a bike shop or a coffee shop, what if that person on that very front desk was paid based on tips? Would their service be any different? Would it? My gut feel is it probably would be. So I want us to think about today, the whole point of this show is, what can we do? Do we need to do a self-audit on our gym, on our business? And what happens when somebody walks in? What happens when they walk in? What's the face look like for the person who works there? What does the face looks like when they walk in there? That's my question for you. What are they wearing? How are they standing? Or in fact, are they sitting? And do they have access to the front door when the person walks through? Or is there a bend? Is the traffic not, the flow through for that member or that customer not simple, so you can't actually see them coming in? There's a couple of points. Do you want me to go through them again? If you do, get ready. Do a self-audit. What's the face look like on the person who works for your business when a new customer comes in? Are they happy? Are they smiling? Is there eye contact? Are they standing? Are they consistently wearing their uniform? Are they living the brand? Do they have the brand that you want? And most importantly, are they creating what Seth Godin would call a remarkable experience? Seth Godin defines remarkable as worthy of remark, and hopefully it's a positive remark. G'day Scott Ferguson, g'day Chantal, how are you? That is the question for you. That is the question for you. Is when they come to that front desk, when they are the first impression, are they living your brand, and are they giving a remarkable experience to the person that's walking into that facility? Will that person walk away and make a remark, as I did about the place here, about the line, worthy of remark? Or would it be a negative worthy of remark, like the first gym that I went to while I was here in the US? Just a quick JTInTheRaw, but if you liked it, give me a love heart. If you thought this made some sort of sense, and if you think it's something that you could be working on in your business, that first impression, whatever business you're in, love to know. Love to know. Give me a love heart, share some love, tag some people in the comments below if you think they might get some value out of watching today's show as well. It's been JT in the Raw, show 116, coming to you live from Washington, D.C. As always, I really appreciate anybody that shares the show. I really appreciate it when you guys give me the love hearts. Next Friday, I will be coming to you from Melbourne, Victoria. Head back to Australia on Saturday and heading back down to Victoria when am I down there? I've got Anytime Fitness Roundtable on Thursday and Friday. So I will be coming to you guys live from Melbourne next Friday. If you are going to stay tuned, hang in there for what am I doing next? Questions for Active Management members. Head across to the Active Management closed group page. I'll be answering some questions there, and keep your eyes peeled on the Active Management Facebook page because I will share insights from day 2 of this conference. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. JT in the Raw, show 116. I will catch you on the flip side.